We are now ready for the champion and top 5 selection. Your reserve Berkshire, congratulations, Garrett Scholl, Indiana. Your reserve Chester, Harper Short, Ohio. Your reserve Duroc, Laney Green, Indiana. Your reserve Hampshire, Cray Emmenheiser, Indiana. Your reserve Hereford, J.C. Slagle, Ohio. Your reserve Landrace, Olivia Watson, Indiana. Your reserve Poland, Taylor Henson, Ohio. Your reserve spot, Brianne Scudder, Ohio. Your reserve Tamworth, Olivia Berlasky, Illinois. Your reserve Yorkshire, Kate Hikes, Kansas. And your reserve crossbred, Adley Green, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, help me in congratulating your reserve breed champions at the 2025 North American. Your evaluator in Ring A today was Mr. Jason Lackey from Haskell, Texas. Jason and his family own Lackey Livestock. He has 2 sons, Weston and Grant. Jason has judged in 32 states at all levels. If you would, let's put our hands together for Mr. Jason Lackey. Your evaluator in Ring B is Mr. Chad Day from Atlanta, Indiana. Chad is the owner-operator of Top Cut Genetics and Chad Day Show Pigs. His wife, Morgan, and him have 3 daughters, Brooklyn, Stella, and Harper. Chad has judged at all levels in 28 states. Please put your hands together for Mr. Chad Day from Atlanta, Indiana. Reserves, if you would please grab a pen. And now for your champion lineup at the 2025 North American. Your champion Berkshire is exhibited by Carson Kilmer from Indiana. Reserve in that division was Garrett Scholl from Indiana. Your champion Chester is exhibited by Haley Walker from Colorado. Reserve in that division was Harper Short, Ohio. Your champion Duroc from Indiana, congratulations to Hayes Platt. Reserve in that division was Laney Green from Indiana. Your champion Hampshire from Indiana, congratulations Brantley Platt. Reserve in that division was Cray Emmenheiser from Indiana. Your champion, Hereford, without a halter, Connor Reed, Indiana. Reserve in that division was J.C. Slagle from Ohio. Your champion, Landrace, congratulations, Addison Horn, Texas. Reserve in that division was Olivia Watson, Indiana. Your champion, Poland, from Indiana, Fallon Griffin. Reserve in that division was Taylor Henson, Ohio. Your champion, Spotted Hog, from Indiana, congratulations to Maya Holderly. Reserve in that division was Brianne Scudder, Ohio. Your champion, Tamworth, from Iowa, Brecken Sheets. Reserve in that division was Olivia Berlasky, Illinois. Your champion, Yorkshire, from Indiana, congratulations to Jordan Kilmer. Reserve in that division was Kate Hikes from Kansas. And your champion, Crossbred, from Indiana, congratulations to Maya Holderly. Reserve in that division was Adley Green, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating our champions as they show for your grand champion overall and top 5 selection.
Well, again, as we wrap up the day here, and it's been a great honor for me and to work alongside with Jason out here. And as Jason said, we've certainly done a lot of business together over the years, whether it be on the board side of things or buying gilts. And we've got a lot of things at our place that go back to one that I bought from Jason that I find on the bottom side of a lot of stuff. And as he said there earlier, bouncing ideas off each other. It's always it's always a nice hand to have from a judging standpoint, to have somebody that you can just talk them with, and it's been a great opportunity to work alongside of Jason. Before we get in here, let's give them all a nice big round of applause, though, and congratulate them all. We've had I had the opportunity to sit over there and watch Jason work through a lot of these last few breeds on the purebred side of things, and we stand out here and kind of went back and forth and discussing what we see, and kind of getting a mental lineup of what's coming down the line of your reserves and so on and so forth. And with that being said, I'm not one, before I get into speeches, to set out here and implement a lot of what I want to say, life lessons or anything like that. that. It's you hear the opportunities of time flies, and with three girls, my oldest got her license here this past week, and it seems like we were just getting started in showing pigs not too long ago with her first time, and our youngest gets started in 4-H there last year. So without a doubt, I understand the side of the business that is the family side of things. I understand the competitive side of the business from wanting to win, and I can assure you there is nobody in this building that wants to win any more than I do. And I also understand the frustrations that come along with it. But as we step back and you take in the big scheme of things, there's so many things that can change on a dime. And there's days where we think we're having bad days, but long story short is you wake up in the morning, you're having a good day. So keep moving forward. I know it's very frustrating, and but the frustration is what makes us good in this industry, and it builds the character and makes us move forward, and the willingness to adapt and make kids better and livestock better definitely is an opportunity that this is at the forefront throughout things that these young people can do throughout the United States, without a doubt. So with that being said, I talked a little bit there in the crossbred drive, and with trying to keep them together, and I think Jason will reiterate some of the same in terms of just these hogs and building them good, and still taking the extras and not being overcritical, and I think we got to be very selective on what we are doing in a place or two that we don't hinder the next step of the business. And one thing that makes it very tough, and I never feel like when you come to a junior event, it's a time to set out on a pedestal and I'll get on a soapbox and tell you that, hey, this is how we need to be raising them, this and that, and so on and so forth. But at the same point in time, we don't have the type confrontality that we used to, and we don't talk about the trends and this and that. We let Facebook and pictures determine more the direction we're going than the functionality of the guys that are sometimes raising these things, of keeping some practicality and keeping some extremities in them. And I guess where I'm going with that is I think this set here exemplifies that, and we talked that in the crosses. You can have the fundamentals of the build with the extras, but as soon as you start talking extras before you start talking the functionality and the build and design and livestock, I promise you everything you've worked for is going to regress in a very, very quick fashion. And that's what I like about this set out here, and that's what we've tried to do to get them to this point in time. And a great set of pigs out here. It's been a great opportunity to work through. Keep some of those small things in mind, though, when you're moving forward. You can fire them back up here. Jason and I'll get you a champion of reserve, and we think there's one that comes to that rises. It is a combination of some extremities, still putting the basics together and keeping things moving in a positive fashion from that. So I'll put the mic down here. We'll go out and get you a champion selected here. Again, let's give them one more big round of applause on a job well done here this afternoon.
Well, just one more time, I promise. We'll just shake hands after this. Just set them down for just a second. Well, my second year to be here, I was on this side last year and got to do the crossbreds there with Brock, and it was fun to be here. And I got up this morning. It was an adventure to get it was an adventure to get here, I guess, in my mind more than anything, because I guess we all know, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention what happened here, just whatever it was, 48 or 72 hours ago, I think the thoughts and the prayers of everyone in this building go to the community of Louisville and everyone that was affected by the flight that happened. And so I think all of us probably had a little caution in our mind as we traveled up here this week. I've got the opportunity. I get to be up here a week from today or whenever it is to be back on the committee. So I get to come back up here in a week to do it again. But I was thankful to be here, and I don't know why, but this morning more than any morning, I was excited to be here. I was excited to come work with the youth. I knew how good the show was last year. And probably, I guess it's a mindset of what I mentioned there a second ago. You get to the place that we're at. I mean, I know a lot of you are where I'm at ringside, and you've got older kids, and you start to understand perspective. And like I said earlier, about 9 years ago, Weston showed his very first pig at Fort Worth. And we've got our very last set of pigs on feed that we'll ever feed. In March, he'll never show another pig again. And I'll tell you, I don't care about the pigs. I don't care if we've ever got another show pig in our barn for the rest of my life. It has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with the time that he and I have spent together, the stuff that he's learned, the stuff that he's taken from it, the shows that we went together. And I promise you, the stories that he and I share together most vividly over his show career have nothing to do with the stuff that he's won. Not one thing. He asks me about stuff all the time. What the best pigs that I've ever he's ever shown. I have no idea. Most of them are pigs that he showed that got beat that I'm still mad about. Has nothing to do with it. The pigs have nothing to do with it. And there's a lot of people sitting ringside today that are here with your kids that want them to win. And it's important, and we all want to win. And if you weren't here, you wouldn't want to win. But let me promise you this. These times that you spend with your kids they cannot be replaced. He filled out his application to Texas A&M there 2 days ago, and I'm telling you, every little thing his senior year just breaks me. It does. It's hard to do just knowing that, in a year from now that he won't be there. And this is not, it sounds like I'm giving a sob story out here, but it's tough. And I just want you guys to know and to understand that through the battles and through as tough as this thing is, I tell my buddies that all the time. It's so tough, and you're going to show way more sorry ones than you show good ones. 95% of the pigs that you show in your lifetime are going to be sorry. And you're going to have a couple that are good, and they're probably going to get beat. And you're going to win with a sorry one. This is how life works. But just enjoy this. Enjoy every moment. Enjoy everything that you do out here, because this is fun. Being in Louisville, Kentucky today, seeing trees that are beautiful and not seeing mesquite trees, that's beautiful to me. Just being in this atmosphere, knowing that this is one of the coolest places in America to show livestock is cool to me. And I really appreciate the opportunity to be here amongst peers, amongst colleagues, and things like that. So I really do appreciate the opportunity. I don't say it all the time, because if I did say it all the time, it would not ever be sincere. Alongside Chad today, I had a blast. I had a blast listening to him, and we talked about it a second ago. Just being able to talk livestock and just hear each other back and forth, it was refreshing to hear somebody break them down across the ring, and it was. I had a blast being here with him today. I won't get long-winded. We got 4 more to pick, but I do want to tell you that I sincerely thank you for allowing me to be here, for Chad and I to do this together. Congratulations, not just to you kids that are out here. Every kid here that brought a pig to this show, that put in the effort to come to Louisville, Kentucky to show an animal, congratulations to you. Good luck in showmanship. Good luck with your market hogs on Sunday. We'll get you 4 more.